Movies. Everything you see and hear was done on purpose. Everything has meaning. Join Corey Heitschmidt, Justin Eldon, and me, Craig Dickinson, for Reading Between the Reels. Each episode will break down the movies you love and analyze cinematography, sound, performance, and set design to uncover the significance of the filmmaker's choices. Reading Between the Reels, available wherever you listen to podcasts.
I'm Bo Maddox.
And I'm Ashley Chancellor.
And this is Collateral Cinema. Welcome to Collateral Cinema, the only movie podcast that matters, where we focus on good movies, bad movies, and everything else in between in the world of cinema. We're podcasting straight from somewhere in South Texas, and yes, my friends, we are a 420-friendly podcast, so whatever you have, be it dabs, blunts, bonks, or joints, smoke it if you've got it. And welcome to episode 2 of Bad Movie December, which is traditionally our annual Neil Breen episode. Right, Ash?
Cade.
Cade.
I'm so ashamed, Cade.
I'll be right here.
I'll be right here.
Right here. Yes, my friends, our annual Neil Breen movie, as I said, and this time, as of this recording, this is the most recent Neil Breen movie that has been released until he releases Dire Duplicity, which should be coming out sometime next year, I believe. But yeah, we had to get to this one because, for one, it's actually one of the few sequels that he's done to one of his movies, namely Twisted Pair.
The only sequel so far, kind of a standalone sequel, bears hardly any resemblance to the plot of the last movie, other than the fact that the same characters, Neil Breen is playing the same two characters, Cade and his identical twin brother with a beard, Cale. So yeah,
it's pretty much kind of similar in that respect, but this feels like such a different movie in so many ways.
Script-wise, yes.
I mean,
we do see the return of the Breen screen. In fact, he doubles down on it.
Yeah, this is definitely a COVID-era production, you can tell. But I think that his use of Breen's screen in this movie is quite a thing, needless to say.
He Breen screens his Breen screen. No, there's literally shots.
How do you do that?
There's literally shots where the actors in a scene are used as the background of another scene. It quite literally has to be seen to be believed. It's honestly astounding.
Yeah, it's like, how do you get that deep into green screening? You know, I mean, it's not something that we've utilized yet. I mean, I'm sure if we ever do any type of YouTube content, we'll probably get a green screen, a lighting setup, and everything. But
yeah,
but it's like, it's almost an art form in this particular movie. He raises it to an art form in its own right.
You know, and there's some discussion online as to whether or not he's doing it intentionally at this point, whether he's just like fully doubling down on what people were saying about his most recent movie and his other movies. You know, there is some debate as to whether or not, you know, there is actually the same level of sincerity. But I'm just going to go ahead and say that this still has 100% the feeling of a Neil Breen film. To me, it does still feel genuine. Interestingly enough, though, I do feel like as a whole, it's kind of a step back actually for Breen, and that's a weird thing to say about him, but it's almost as if this film is even more incoherent than it's ever been before. And like his film started to kind of have a little bit better of a production quality, it felt like, and it kind of felt like they started to seem a little bit more coherent, but no.
No. By this point, not only is he doubling down on the green screen, he's also doubling down on just how ramshackle the scripts can be sometimes, which is what is part of the charm, of course. Here.
Of course.
But a big problem I came across in this movie was ultimately its repetition. You know, there is a lot of repetition. No, literally, they use the same stock footage scenes over and over again. Yeah, like that amazing stock footage of the crowd applauding in
the auditorium that never fits the other shot that it's used in. So like you have Breen speaking to an audience in what appears to be like a mansion like some of his other movies, but then the camera pans around to the shot shifts to the audience clapping, and that's clearly in an auditorium.
It's clearly stock footage that he found online for it.
Oh yeah, no, this film it's got like stock footage of bored dudes looking at stocks. It's got stock footage of a car coming down a highway that clearly doesn't match the next shot of Breen in the car, green screened in.
Yes. And can we go ahead and talk about how this movie begins, how Cade's character is introduced? The first thing that happens is he steps in front of a bus and then just makes this great splat. Just something like that.
And then just walks it off like nothing happened. Of course, he's an AI humanoid, so I guess that's par for the course.
Yeah, par for the course. I mean, unlike in Fateful Findings, when the car crash just completely screwed him up in that movie to the point where he's like almost disfigured and has, inexplicably bandages with an oxygen mask over the bandages.
Yeah, but it gave him superpowers and the ability to hack into government and corporate databases.
See, that's another thing. Where are the broken laptops?
There are no broken laptops.
No broken laptops to throw around in this movie.
No, instead we have a green screen background of an abandoned insane asylum.
Yeah, it's literally incongruous when you when the whole thing is that he's like the financial benefactor of this mental hospital.
But he never went to actually check it out. Not even once. He drove by it.
And this is literally like Urbex level squalor in this asylum, man. It's like this is the kind of thing that, you go on the Urbex Twitter, it's like you see like 5 or 10 dudes like with videos similar to that where they're just going through an old asylum, an old factory, an old mall. It's like there's literally a scene where he uses this office area that's just disheveled and there's just office chairs all over the place and junk in the background. And it's like, this is seriously supposed to be a functional hospital or something.
Yeah.
It's like, what the?
There's actual nurses there and shit, and they're just operating. There's a doctor who tells somebody to get out of his operating room.
Yeah, nurses who, by the way, get freaked out by people screaming, which is like, it's a mental hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want?
Yeah. Nothing good happens at this mental hospital.
No, there's. I don't even know if there's really any actual good people in that entire place. But yes, I mean, this is exactly the type of place that you would see in all those Urbex videos on Twitter where I mean, people are just going through these old factories and asylums, and it's like, and it's the weird thing is that it's still obviously stock photos and stock footage.
Yeah.
It's like it's pretty much stock footage of some mental asylum somewhere that, I mean, I'm sure he found on Getty Images or something, just paid to have the watermark taken off or something,
No kidding.
It's like, it's kind of obvious.
No, that's exactly what it is. And you've got just these mental patients strewn about. There's so few of them for this huge space. I really don't know what the fuck is going on here. But you've got this one guy who's just like playing on a keyboard. bam, bam.
And it's this terrible MIDI trumpet, like General MIDI. It reminds me of, in the Resident Evil director's cut, when you went down into the basement, it had those weird fart trumpet sounds, that shit. It's like, it kind of reminded me of that a little bit. And I'm just like, it's like, what's the point of this? It's like, why is there a guy playing the keyboard?
Yeah, no, it comes out of nowhere. It just and the scene stays on him playing the keyboard. He comes back later and plays on the keyboard some more, and then he comes back later and somehow actually plays this whole tune and we get a whole musical number out of it. With
oh my God,
specters in the background.
That's right, that did happen.
That happened.
That's really what this movie is. This movie is an hour and 40 minutes of that happened. And then that happened again, and then this happens. It's the crux of the movie, the ebb and the flow of it.
I think it spends a solid minute or two just on that dance number. It just goes on, and the mental patients are dancing for no explicable reason. We've got specters in the background dancing with them, and just like that happened. And there's a lot more that happened moments to talk about to come.
I just want to comment on the music in that scene. It's like this obvious, I know we should talk. I mean, most of our theme songs are taken off of royalty-free sites, but it's like he found like the most generic kind of 2010s EDM dance number.
Yes.
It's like boom, 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 boom. Like just shit that you can totally make in Fruity Loops like really quickly.
Yeah.
But and then the specters. There's specters behind them that do the background dancing.
What are the specters?
What are those?
I don't know.
What are those? It's like, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to sit here and we're just going to pick out scenes and we're just going to be like, what is going on here?
No, seriously, this movie is so incoherent that if the entire plot, the plot summary of the movie wasn't written on the movie poster, I wouldn't know what the fuck was actually going on.
Yeah, I'm starting to see why Neil does that because, he needs to pretty much explain it right out the bat. Otherwise, you're just going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Like there's just that's all this movie is. It's just a stream of consciousness. It's just one scene to another, and we haven't even gotten into the heart of this movie, the most important scene in cinema.
Greatest kino ever.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute kino. That is the tiger scene.
The tiger scene.
I remember when we first watched that. We watched it with Robert. It was splendiferous, man. It was resplendent.
It's a moment I'll always remember, like watching the portal scene in Endgame.
Exactly, man. I'm just like, this is what cinema is all about right here.
Right here.
This is cinema.
That is kino. I mean, you could really feel that the tiger is there, fighting Neil Breen in a brutal tiger play fight, which I guess is just a play fight.
I guess so, because then he's eventually just like, okay. But then the tiger calms down, and then he turns into Tits McGee.
Tits McGee.
Straight up Tits McGee. And it's just like, what?
The tiger fight goes on again for like a minute or two. It just keeps going, and you have to revel in it. It just keeps happening. You literally have to take a double take. Like, is this actually happening right now?
Yes, it's just something that is, you have to see to believe it, and it makes no sense in the context of what he's supposed to be doing there. He just happens to be out there. There's a bunch of these mental patients who just had a car accident.
Because a dude was drinking while driving. Just having a beer while driving. And again, this is a scene where you have the patients superimposed over the patient.
It's the nurse. The nurse comes up. It's like, no, you put that away, and it's so obviously just her in front of a green screen of the people in the car.
Yeah,
because they're actually bigger. The perspective is wrong, and they look bigger than her.
But yeah, they get into a car wreck, and before Neil goes about to rescue the people from this car wreck or repair the car, which is something he can actually do.
Oh yes, no, that is apparently something that he is capable of, which is just completely restructuring a completely totaled vehicle.
But before he does any of that, he before he even addresses what's going on here, he has to have a fight with a tiger, and then suddenly, as soon as shit gets serious, he's like, okay, that's enough. and the tiger calms down and transforms into Tits McGee, and then they go about their business. And you have to wonder, what was that for? If it was a play fight, if it could have been stopped at any time, then why did he do it?
It's just, how he achieves spiritual enlightenment.
Exactly.
He fights a tiger, a white tiger.
As he does.
As he does.
As you do when you're Neil Breen.
So is it the same white tiger from, what was it, Pass Through? Or
one of his other movies.
Does all of his movies have a white tiger in it?
Oh boy, here I go again, fighting a white tiger.
Oh boy, here I go fighting a white tiger again. It's like, yep, I'm Crombopulous Michael, apparently.
Exactly. Yeah, no. Again, that happened. You have to really just take a moment to soak it in. But I remember that watching that tiger fight was a moment that I'll never forget. It was just pure joy. I can't express what that meant to me.
It's like the best thing I can compare it to in Neil's work is the suicide scene in Fateful Findings, where he's just mildly annoyed that his friend just supposedly committed suicide.
I can't believe you committed suicide.
Can't believe you committed suicide.
I cannot believe you committed suicide. There's no helping you out of this one, Jim.
Nope. No, not at all.
There's no helping anyone out of anything in a Neil Breen film.
No, it's just a Neil Breen film. Just kind of happens to its characters. That's what you have to how you have to kind of approach this.
Yeah,
it's like a Neil Breen movie. You don't watch it; it just happens to you.
Exactly, it's an experience.
Exactly, and I mean, this is not to mention the stock footage of the castle that he apparently has, because of course he's going to have a castle.
I'm not even clear. Is the castle is a separate location from the mental hospital, as far as I can tell.
It's completely separate. It's his actual home,
Right. But for some reason, even though they willingly followed him to this mansion where he could do whatever he wanted to them, suddenly they're suspicious about going up and sleeping in the rooms. You followed him into the house, but you don't want to sleep in the bedrooms.
Why would they do that? That makes no sense. It's like all these characters, I understand they may be a little bit traumatized. They had allegedly had an accident. If you want to call what that was an accident.
But I mean, I understand being cautious, but you already followed him into the fucking mansion. What
is it gonna do for you to just go up and sleep in one of his rooms? He probably has a room with bunks, for all you know.
Oh shit, it's a castle.
Yeah, man, to have a line in a Neil Breen movie,
that's a dream.
That would be amazing.
I mean, that's right up there with hearing Sam Jackson say "motherfucker" in person.
Exactly. Yeah, like you have to be able to do a line in a Neil Breen movie.
You have to,
and you've got to be in on it, and you have to give that kind of delivery.
Yeah,
because you have to match Neil's energy.
You have to. I mean, that's what's incredible about this. Every single person that Neil Breen has ever put in a film is as bad at acting as he is. It's actually incredible.
I don't see how that's possible. It's like Neil.
Surely somebody in one of these movies would have actually been a decent actor.
It's like, but can you imagine if one of the actors in his films actually manages to make a career?
Yeah,
out of it.
And you can imagine being able to put that on your resume.
I would be honored.
I too would be honored.
Neil, if you're listening, and you probably are, we would be honored.
Hire us.
We would be honored to be in your movie. We know exactly what's going on. We know what it is.
I have to wonder if the performances really just come down to the way that Neil directs it.
It has to be. I mean, because he has to go for a particular style of dialogue, it's uniquely his. Do
you think they do multiple takes until he gets it just wooden enough?
No, there's no way. No, these are all one takes.
Okay.
Each and every take is just one take,
and he just calls it a day. Man, I would love to see the filmmaking process. Part of me really wants to watch the Neil Breen 5-film retrospective. Although it's like $100 and some. I almost considered getting that for you for Christmas, but it was like $100 and some.
Yeah,
like,
that's a little pricey. Don't spend that much money on me for Christmas, man.
No, definitely
come on
not.
Now.
Well, once I saw that, I was like, okay. But it's apparently like a 5-hour long film. That's why.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, he pretty much goes in full detail of basically everything he used to make his movies. Like I saw a clip from it where, I mean, he showed the mic array that he used. He basically built his own mic array with like 4 mics, just to kind of get that stereo sound and everything.
Yeah.
Like double stereo sound. And
that
everything.
makes sense. So there's a whole process behind this. There is. That's amazing. It's amazing that there's thought put into Neil Breen films and that this is what we get as a result.
Exactly. I mean, ultimately, you watch a Neil Breen movie because he has a passion for what he's doing. He's releasing more movies. Mm-hmm. It's like, I mean, he's
got a new one on the way, Dire Duplicity.
Dire Duplicity. Yes, I am so down for Dire Duplicity. That is going to be so, and it looks like he's not doing a whole lot of green screen in that one. So
it's post-COVID now. So
so now he can go back to the University of Nevada and film more movies there.
I have to wonder if Neil's going to leverage AI tools this time. Hey, that seems like the next logical step.
That has to be the next logical step. I mean, he has to just, go balls deep into AI. Why not?
But what's amazing about a Neil Breen movie, about these scripts is AI couldn't generate them.
No. It's like somehow it's like it already seems like AI.
Somehow it already seems like AI, but AI couldn't do that.
No,
either.
it's not nearly as capable to make something as incoherent as a Neil Breen movie.
Neil Breen out AI's AI.
It's astounding in so many ways.
It really is.
Exactly.
But I'm so glad that I had the honor of gifting you a Neil Breen DVD.
Oh,
this
Christmas. Fateful Findings.
Yeah. I was like, man, what do I get for Bo? I was like, you know what? I have a Neil Breen. I bought Cade the Torture. I bought this film, Cade the Torture Crossing, on DVD. I own it.
Yeah.
And I got it in the mail. That doesn't even have like a real DVD cover or anything. It's just a disc and a little plastic case.
And I gotta say, I absolutely respect that.
No.
I respect the hell out of that, Neil. I mean, seriously.
I had to order it from his website. Every single one of his films is a separate website where you ordered the DVD from. I did the same thing. I got you. I was like, no, I have to get Bo a Neil Breen movie, and I figured Fateful Findings was the best start.
No, that is definitely the best start, and I fucking love it. I love it so much.
So it'll take 3 to 4 weeks to deliver, but
yep. Oh, well, whatever.
But yeah, no, I'm so glad that I own a Neil Breen movie on DVD. I have Fateful Findings and Twisted Pair on digital. But at some point, I probably will buy all of his movies on DVD just to have him.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we want to support his work and everything financially. I mean, you can watch all his movies on the Internet Archive, but it's like, I mean, you still want to help him make his movies. It's like, it's like give him money on his Kickstarters and buy his DVDs.
Definitely.
It's like we want to actually support, independent filmmakers like that. And even somebody who's more of an outsider artist like Neil.
I mean, he's the David Lynch of bad movies. That's what he is.
Seriously, man. I mean, it's just such a joyous experience just to watch these movies and experience, it's almost kind of like that movie Who Killed Captain Alex? Which was a Wakaliwood movie made in Wakali, Uganda. It's very cheaply made. It has a video joker over it who's pretty much narrating over the entire movie. You can see that everything's cheaply made, but it's just so much love and so much passion was put into it that, I mean, it's just an amazing thing to experience because it's like that's what cinema is. It's like there's a real... When you have real joy behind your movies, it's like that cuts through, regardless of the quality.
It cuts through, and it cuts through in Cade the Tortured Crossing. I mean, you can tell Neil is. Again, I know that there's some discourse as to the sincerity of his work, but I think more than anything, we're kind of just what's the word, desensitized to it, to where it's like, okay, we've seen all of the Neil Breenisms before, so they don't feel quite as novel. But no, I think 100% he's still sincerely doing this, and that shows. I mean, the level of effort that he puts into his movies. There's no way that he's not aware of the kind of reception that he makes, but I think if anything, it just urges him to keep doing the same thing the way he's doing it.
Absolutely. Now compare that to the guy who made Birdemic.
Yeah.
Which is another bad movie that we're going to have to get to eventually.
Sure, yeah.
Birdemic. He made a more self-aware sequel of it, and it wasn't nearly as well received as the first one because, the first one was just, a passion project that he wanted to put out there in the world and everything. And even though the results weren't nearly as good as he wanted it to be, I mean, he got into the bad movie circuit that way, and his movie became iconic. And then when he tried to actually replicate it, it just didn't really work out,
Yeah. But that's the thing is even this movie, 6 films in, and Neil Breen, it's every bit as much of a passion project for him. And I think that, I don't know, I'm not sure that Breen is capable of self-awareness. I think he's just a personality, a force like Tommy Wiseau that just, he is the way that he is, that he never changes.
I think together we can make a success of this project. They are our heroes. We will never let them down.
This youth trafficking is disgusting. We had 2 more last night.
What the hell's going on here?
We're doing the best we can. We're trying.
That's not good enough.
Let go! Ah!
I want to see where my money's been going.
Please don't let them hurt me anymore.
Megan, what do you know about the patient trafficking that's going on here? What do you know about the gene editing research? You must know something.
There's been a huge increase in the amount of kidnapping of the youths and runaways that are being used for medical testing. We'd like you to keep a lookout for any irregularities that might happen at your lab.
We can make a difference with their plan. We will make a difference.
We've taken in 6 new patients this week. We've lost 2.
We can't afford to lose any. Patients are money.
Wherever there's an injustice, I will be there. Wherever there's a fight, we will be there. I will never forget. They are coming for you, my warriors. This is what I've been preparing you for.
No, it does kind of feel in many ways he's very much set in his ways.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to, you know, basically the way his movies are edited, you know, the effects that are used and everything. Like let's talk about Shadow Clone Jutsu in this movie a little bit.
Yes, the Shadow Clone Jutsu. It's great is it's another film. These are more scenes that get recycled, and we just see the same shots over and over again. But we get these glorious fight scenes where Neil Breen just inexplicably shadow clones himself against gangs of ninja.
Exactly, man. It's like he just there's at least like 10 of him. They're all almost exactly doing the same moves.
Yeah.
In almost in unison, some of them are.
Yeah.
And they're all superimposed all over themselves. So it's like I mean, where are we getting this from, man? It's like you think that he referenced Naruto here, maybe? It's
Time
like,
to even the odds. Shadow Clone Jutsu, and then, he's just fighting these fucking ninja.
dude. What if what if somebody designed a Naruto villain version of Neil Breen? Like that would be amazing, right?
That would be incredible.
To just do a special movie where it's just like Neil Breen. And he just takes over the Hidden Leaf Village.
God damn it! I need Neil Breen in an anime now.
Yeah, dude, a Neil Breen anime. Somebody get on that.
Get on that Neil Breen anime.
There has to be some YouTuber out there that's talented enough to make that happen.
Yeah, for real.
Like seriously.
I mean, we got a fucking SpongeBob anime opening. I'm sure we could do Neil Breen. Just do the opening. Yeah, just do an anime opening and set it to some like SAO theme or something.
I mean, if we can have a Bernie Sanders anime theme song or a Texas Hammer
yes,
anime theme song, we can have a Neil Breen anime theme.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, seriously.
Or do it with like some like new generation anime. Like set it to just like a My Hero Academia song or something.
No, the first season, Don to Don.
Yes.
It's like, that would be incredible.
Dun 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 dun.
I actually watched the first episode of season 2 last night. I have to say the theme song for that one is not nearly as iconic.
It grows on you.
It does. It's not nearly as immediately iconic.
But it's not. Yeah, it's not quite. It's not as immediately iconic, but it does grow on you. I can think of a few anime openings that are that way. A Peacemaker opening is the same way.
Yes.
Like first, I was like, okay, this is not the same thing, and then 5 episodes in, I'm singing along to it.
Exactly, man.
But anyway, the fight scenes, okay? So we get the Shadow Clone fight scenes. And then later on, Neil Breen actually, just lifts the plot from Seven Samurai, as many have done.
Yes.
And trains an army of mental hospital patients to fight against ninja.
And this is after the dance scene, right?
After the dance
It's
scene.
after they
this
just
is,
had
This is the
dance
climax of the movie. This is like the final act.
And it's kind of amazing how they choreographed some of these fights. It's like these people are just doing what they think is martial arts.
Yeah.
It's like it's nothing anywhere near actual martial arts fighting going on here.
And it kind of reminds you of when the Power Rangers used to kick the air and shit. But at least there was some actual fight choreography used in that. They actually had some knowledge of martial arts used. This is just people kicking the air.
Exactly. And then, of course, whenever they're fighting, it's just these two superimposed characters on the green screen, just fighting. And I love that the penultimate fight has like a dozen people.
Yeah.
And they're all just, they're shadow boxing. It's a shadow box fight.
They're clearly shadow boxing. Even whenever you get them superimposed over each other, it's immediately obvious that none of these fight scenes were filmed with these people fighting each other. In fact, it's unclear if any of these actors actually acted at a scene with any other person.
That's what I was going to say, because there's so many moments where these actors are just not looking anywhere near where any character would actually be.
Or shots where we don't even see who they're talking to. They're just literally talking to the void. Neil didn't even have the motivation to put in the shot of or superimpose somebody there.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. They're just talking off screen to the camera, and it's never showed who they're talking to.
Or that scene in the mansion whenever the nurse is trying to keep everybody in the main area, and he's just paused up on the top of the stairs. he literally took a screen grab from the previous frame and put it in the green screen.
He's loading.
He's loading.
He's loading the next scene.
Yeah. He's loading up the next scene. That's the load screen.
Yeah. Oh.
It's like, yeah, seriously.
He didn't do the AAA trick of squeezing through the crack or underneath the crawl space.
AAA.
It's like those old games where like sometimes you would just hit a wall, an invisible wall, and the game would load for a second and everything just paused.
Oh, I miss the old days of gaming. I miss that so much.
But yeah,
I mean, honestly, if you really think about it, this movie makes a lot more sense if you just kind of approach it as if these were all just a bunch of NPCs lifted from random games just interacting with each other.
Yes.
It makes the most sense if you approach it that way.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, and Kale's a part of the plot. I'm not really sure why he's there. He doesn't really have much to do for most of the movie, except
he tries to abduct these homeless people on the streets very badly. He's not very successful at it.
I think he tries to abduct the same guy like at least 3 times.
3 times, and he somehow he can't get a person who's laying in a prone position on the ground. Like he can't get him up and get him and abscond with him. It's like, what the hell?
And then inexplicably, Kale starts dying for some reason, melodramatically.
Yeah, I guess his AI stuff is on the fritz. Yeah,
well, we know his AI powers got taken away in Twisted Pair.
Oh, that's right.
I really don't know what's going on here. I don't know that it's ever explained to us.
So I guess he's trying to sustain his life somehow.
Yeah,
it's kind of a life force thing, and he's just kind of slowly draining.
I think that's like his motivation for stealing these patients is there's some kind of genome editing thing.
Yeah, there's a scene where he's literally using a syringe to extract something from, I guess, a corpse or something. And it's like, I mean, it's like, are you going to the pineal gland or something like that? It's like, wasn't there a Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie that had something similar to that?
I really don't know what it has to do with the plot of the movie, other than just to show us what Kale is doing before he shows up in the end. Cade. I'm so ashamed, Cade. Kill me, Cade.
Just in the way that only Neil can deliver it.
Cade.
And of course, he has to. Of course, you have the classic Neil Breen, character fades away and into nothing.
Yeah,
you have that.
His beard fades away, and so then they look identical, and then
I guess
he just fades away.
I guess that's basically Cade kind of assimilating Kale or something like that.
That's how I saw it. I'm like, they kind of just conjoin for some reason. I don't know.
It's like were they supposed to be one person who was just separated, kind of like Garnet from from Steven Universe or something?
If you remember the backstory in Twisted Pair, they were originally 2 human twins.
Oh, that's right.
They were humans that were transformed into AI humanoids. By the way, no mention of AI in this movie. All of that is gone.
Yeah, no, we don't have the corrupt version of AI here.
Programmable virtual reality. The corrupt version.
No, we don't have anything like that.
Digital tribes.
Like we said, this is actually very void of that type of technology in this movie for some reason. It's like Neil just kind of really moved away from the whole hacker tech AI part of his shtick here.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say I completely miss it, but like it would have been even kind of funny if there was at least one broken laptop in the background that nobody acknowledges, just to reference the other movies.
Yeah. This is something different. I'll give it to Neil. He did something completely different than he's done before, and his movies did start to feel a little samey by the time we got to Pass Through. I was like, okay, I've seen this before. Twisted Pair started to go in another direction, and now this just kind of goes in a completely different direction from that. And I kind of expected more Twisted Pair from it, but it's its own thing. It's very standalone. You really don't even have to watch the previous film to get this. They give you enough of a recap, which is just simply that they're identical twin brothers.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all you need to know.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, But I mean, it is good to see Neil try to kind of move beyond what he's done in the past. It's like, but like we said, the repetition just kind of detracts from it a little bit.
It does, yeah. This movie is very easy to just kind of get lost and not really realize what's going. Like I've constantly, every time I watch this film, I find myself distracted and just not really catching anything that's going on. And I think part of that is the repetition. Like you just see the same shots again and again, and the plot doesn't really seem to go anywhere. It's kind of like he's just stretching it out, and everything is just happening.
Yeah. And then there's that whole angle of essentially the whatever entity that he's funding doing these weird experiments, which are never really expounded upon all that much.
We've got police that are looking into this, the homeless people being abducted, and we keep cutting back to that, but that doesn't go anywhere.
No, it's like I don't even think those characters leave that particular scene in any way.
No, they just talk about it. Literally, we cut to the police station to hear them talking about doing something, and that they
exactly. And then they finally show up at the end when, Cade has just completely cleaned everything up. There's no evidence. And I mean, it's like, y'all were essentially useless, right?
Yeah.
Just completely useless.
We've got businessmen doing something.
Yeah. And that's another thing that's noteworthy about this is that this doesn't really seem to have nearly as much of a, I want to say political message to it than his previous movies.
It doesn't. Yeah, and I was going to say that too. Like there's no preachiness to it. There's no government and corporate secrets or environmental message or anything like that.
Or any type of a messianic type of a message either, basically like an I Am Here Now.
Right.
It's like, no, you don't really get that side of Neil here. And I mean, once again, I want to give him credit for kind of moving beyond all of that, It's like, I mean, you don't want to keep retreading that unless you just kind of seem a little high and mighty about it, I mean,
yeah, it was funny the first 5 times he did it, and then after that, it was like, okay, we get it, Neil. So I'm glad he's doing other things now, to be honest with you, because that was going to make this feel even more samey, and his films already have that quality to them.
And I agree with Brad Jones at the end of his review as Cinema Snob, where it's like, I would love to see him take on some actual genre stuff,
Yeah.
I mean, what is one of his movies that would be the closest to like a horror film, Like, it would be cool if he did like a straight horror movie.
I feel like this is probably the closest to that.
Probably.
With the abandoned mental hospital.
Yeah, it's probably the closest to that. I mean, it's kind of... It's like, I mean, what's that one? A place of wellness or something like that? A Cure for Wellness. I mean, it's like, it kind of has that whole vibe, It's like where it's supposed to be like a health spa or an asylum or something, and there's something nefarious going on there.
Yeah.
But once again, it just doesn't really go anywhere.
No.
Honestly.
We have this entire plot just for the mental hospital to go from being called mental hospital to the crossing.
I just love that. It's just mental hospital on the front in marble, inexplicably.
Yeah. And then it becomes the crossing. I don't know what that means, but it ties into the title of the movie.
Yeah. But I mean, is that what it was supposed to be the whole time? It's like, was he trying to make the crossing a thing the whole time? Like, what?
Stop trying to make it happen, Neil.
I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my brain around what the end game of all this was in this movie for these characters. What was the end game here?
I don't know. What even happens to the mental hospital patients? Do they just fade away, or are they still alive?
Are they taking new patients? It's like, is it still the same disheveled abandoned asylum? I mean... It's like, what was the point? What was the end game?
And he has a romance with one of the nurses, very voluptuous.
Because of course,
Yeah, he's got to.
But I mean, the way that he always portrayed relationships was very wonky in his movies anyway.
I have to know what kind of relationships Neil Breen has had.
I know.
I'm really curious. Is he married? Does he have kids? Has he ever been in a human relationship?
I don't know. It's like, I mean, is he truly a real human being? Is he?
He's right here.
I'll be right here.
I wouldn't be surprised if Neil Breen. I genuinely would not be surprised if Neil Breen is an actual AI humanoid, whatever the fuck that is.
I'm not so convinced that he isn't an alien.
I'm
Just
pretty
a straight
sure he's
alien.
whatever Zuckerberg is.
No, I think that he's transcended Zuckerberg a long time ago. He transcended that level of craziness. Honestly, Neil, we love you, man, but it's
love
like,
you.
I mean, Jesus Christ, man,
You're right here.
right in our hearts. He is in the hearts of all cinephiles everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's like he is the lifeblood of cinema.
Truly. I
Truly.
mean, he's like, it's like, drinking the wine, and that's Jesus's blood, but it's Neil Breen's blood.
Is that what we're drinking? Neil Breen's blood? Is it
Yes.
transubstantiation or something like that?
Yeah, watching a Neil Breen movie is communion for cinephiles.
Exactly. That is the best way to approach that.
Yeah.
Honestly. Oh my God, man. It's like, I can't wait for his next movie. I want to see where he's going to go with his style now that it looks like he's kind of moving beyond some of the trappings of his previous movies.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see where he's going to go from here.
Interesting that it's called Dire Duplicity. We're once again moving back to this idea of two.
So is it a continuation of Cade and Kale of some way?
God, I hope so.
That would be amazing if then we have his first trilogy and that's just,
But then again,
amazing.
we have Double Down, which has nothing to do with any of that.
of course,
Twins. Double
Hell
my
yeah.
pleasure.
double my pleasure. Hell yeah, dude. Damn, twins. Man, we need to watch those movies again, man.
No
It's
kidding.
like, seriously, those are great. Those are great.
I want to do a Neil Breen marathon.
Yeah, we totally should. But anyway, I guess that maybe we can go ahead and start wrapping things up here.
I
a
think
little bit.
so. I'm not sure what else there is to say about this.
I mean, seriously, it's so amazing, but so disjointed. I mean, I don't know what any of it is about, to be honest.
Yeah.
But Ash, what are your final thoughts?
Oh man, okay. Cade the Tortured Crossing. I think it's the most fun I've had with Neil Breen in a while. Like I think last season we did Pass Through, and it started to wear on me. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe we did ourselves a disservice by doing that after doing Twisted Pair for some reason.
Probably. You're
I mean,
not
this would have
wrong.
made a lot more sense following Twisted Pair, but yeah, no, I'm actually a fan of more Neil Breen, and it did feel different enough to hit me. And I mean, that tiger scene, I think everybody who calls themselves a movie fan needs to watch that. I think it's essential.
It's essential viewing, whether you're into bad movies or just into movies and like weird movies in general. It's just
You have to watch the
Yeah.
tiger scene. I'm telling you, go right now. Go look it up on YouTube. Neil Breen tiger scene or something. And watch the scene of him fighting the white tiger, because watch the entire thing. Don't skip it. Just watch it. Experience it. That's important. If you take nothing else away from this episode, watch the tiger scene from Cade the Tortured Crossing, because that is absolute cinema. That is a moment that will go down in history. Just like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield showing up in Spider-Man No Way Home.
amazing. As for me, Neil, why did the tiger turn into a big titty woman?
Why not?
Neil, why did the car crash? Why did one beer cause a car crash, Neil? It's like, well, why did you hook up with the nurse in the end when you had a contentious a relationship with her in the end? Why did that happen?
Why did that happen when Tits McGee was right there?
Yeah, why? It's like, yeah, the tiger was your friend, Neil. It's like, why not hang out with her? It's like, Neil, why was there a dance number in this movie? Why was there shadow clone jutsu? Why, Neil? It's like, why would Cade have a castle? And just like, where is this? Is this Europe? Is he in Europe in this movie? Because I mean, he couldn't do this obviously out and about in Nevada at the time, so we don't get the Nevada-ness of the previous Neil Breen movies. But it's like, also, Neil, why didn't you bring some broken laptops to at least throw at somebody. That would have been hilarious to just grab one and just throw it at one of these guys. It's like, Neil, it's like, why did you superimpose a green screen person over more green screen? It's like, I mean, why, Neil? I mean, this is almost an annual tradition where I have to just say why, and just ask so many questions of Neil, because I'm just like what was the point of this one, Neil, other than to give us resplendent scenes of cinema?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I still don't know what the end game or what the point of this was.
I don't think the world deserves Neil Breen, honestly.
No, we don't deserve Neil Breen
at all.
We don't deserve this movement in cinema that he has started.
No, we don't. We deserve to be wiped out by him.
Yes, certainly. We deserve what we get. If Neil disapproves of us, we deserve what we get.
Everything. But God, to get inside that man's head, I mean, I don't know that anybody could comprehend it.
Amazing. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We glazed Neil Breen hardcore this time. We're going to glaze him some more because we want more of these movies. We just want more of them. But also, Neil, I really do hope that we get more Nevada in the next movie. I mean, I like where you're going here. It's different. You're not doing the same things as before. It's like, Dire Duplicity will be very interesting to check out.
For sure.
So, if you're into these types of movies, if you're into Neil Breen, it's like this is definitely a good departure from what he usually does, but also so in his wheelhouse, so deep in his wheelhouse and everything, in his bailiwick and whatnot, that, I mean, it doesn't disappoint, It's like you said, pass-throughs started to get a little slow. Yeah. That's where it started to wear a little bit, where I'm just like, okay, is this over? This right here, I was just like, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? What inexplicable shit is going to happen next? And that is what you want out of a Neil Breen movie.
100%.
That's what you want. So, this has to be something that... Watch Twisted Pair and watch this movie in succession. You will not be disappointed.
For sure.
Yeah. But anyways, Ash, what's going on with Collateral Gaming these days?
Well, we do have part 1 of our episode out on Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, so go check that out. That's our spoiler-free review. Hopefully by now we should have out our holiday special. We are running a little bit late on it. We're supposed to get it at least by the weekend after Christmas, but Zach is unfortunately getting over a respiratory infection, so as long as we can get it before the new year, I consider that the holiday season, so I'll try to get that out as soon as possible. We did get out the Metroid Prime 4 episode on Christmas Day, and we did get a holiday Let's Play out on Chronos the New Dawn. That was a lot of fun on Collateral Let's Play. But yeah, stay tuned for a holiday special on The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I'm very close to finishing the game, and I've been having a blast with it. And then also check out part 2 of our episode on Metroid Prime 4. That may come out by early January, and that's fine with me. After that, of course, we'll have out our post-holiday edition of Collateral Gaming bonus round, where we'll be reviewing the Angry Video Game Nerd 8-bit game. So yeah, maybe sometime soon, Bo and I can go ahead and get that recorded. And then our year in review episode should be out sometime in January. Next month, our planned content is going to be Ark Survival Evolved. So stay tuned for all of that. And also, as mentioned, check out Collateral Let's Play. We got our holiday episode on Chronos the New Dawn. I was supposed to have out a Shooter Saturday episode, and I just slipped my mind yesterday. I had the Metroid Prime 3 or Metroid Prime 4 segment already recorded, but it just completely slipped my mind. But yeah, I'll probably just release it next Saturday. We'll have a Phoenix Wright Wednesday out next Wednesday. After that, we'll have another Metroid Monday. I'd like to go back and do Zero Mission. We'll do some more Shooter Saturdays, where we'll get into more shooters, some retro shooters, boomer shooters, and things like that. That'll be really fun.
Yeah, you purchased the new Killing Time remaster
Yes.
not too long ago. That looks like a really cool game. I mean, 3DO games they're janky, but they have that nice 90s feel to them, man.
Yeah,
It's like,
that'll
seriously.
be our next shooter Saturday. So stay tuned for that. You can find Collateral Let's Play on both the Collateral Cinema and Gaming YouTube channels. And what's coming up next from Collateral Cinema?
Well, as of now, our Buttercream Gang 2 episode is out, so check that out if you haven't already. We do have our own post-holiday director's cut episode coming out where we're going to be doing our annual Adult Swim edition on that, and that's going to be the Christmas episodes of Smiling Friends and the YOLO series.
Hell yeah.
And honestly, I kind of want to maybe talk about... I kind of maybe want to do a director's cut post-year wrap up on some of the stuff that Adult Swim did this year.
Hell
you know,
yeah.
like you have Ha Ha You Clowns, women wearing shoulder pads, the latest Rick and Morty. Like, I would like to do that, but also we're going to do an official year in review for the movies and everything that came out this year. So look for that.
Hell yeah.
And I would really like to go ahead and start releasing commentaries here very soon.
Let's do it.
On Patreon.
Let's do another Neil Breen commentary.
I think we should. We should absolutely do one and put it on the Patreon and everything. So yeah, look for that coming very soon. I mean, and like Ash said, you know, we have the Collateral Let's Play Phoenix Wright Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be coming out soon. But I mean, yeah, and in January, we're going to have Anime Month, where we're going to discuss Vampire Hunter D with the Retro Anime Podcast, which we're probably going to have to record after the first weekend of the year, at least.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're also going to do the Boruto movie.
Yep, Boruto Naruto the movie, which is the original telling of those events that got later readapted in the anime and manga. But I think that the movie is a nice little transition into the new era and just kind of works as a standalone story. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what's coming up for Collateral Cinema. And we thank you for joining us for Bad Movie December. I mean, next year there's going to be Dire Duplicity, so we're definitely going to be doing that next year. So look for that.
Fuck yeah.
And what? Anything else?
No, I think that's it. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to help us rise up the ranks on Good Pods, leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. And if you want to support the show, we do have a merch store on Dashery. And we also have Buy Me a Coffee and a Patreon, which, like Bo mentioned, we should be adding new movie commentaries to soon. As well as for Collateral Gaming exclusive Let's Plays. So... hell yeah, you can go check that out if you want to support the show. If you have any ideas or would like to guest or, you know, just have any feedback, you can hit us up on social media. We're on Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
And we should also be doing another At the Movies review for another Epic Pictures release coming very soon. So we're going to be getting the screener for that after the first of the year. So yeah, look for that as well.
Very nice, yeah.
But anyways, I guess that wraps this episode up, right?
Right.
All right. With all of that said, I've been Cade the Tortured Crossing.
And I am the AI humanoid formerly known as Ashley Chancellor.
And I'll be right here. And I'm an American!
Who am I? What am I?
Collateral Cinema is a Collateral Media podcast. All music and movie clips are owned by the respective creators and are used for educational purposes only. Please don't sue us. We're poor.